We now have levels to what is actually considered cheating. You can smash your best friend behind your boyfriend or girlfriend's back. You can smash your associate behind your boyfriend and girlfriend's back as long as you only love this other person genuinely. Valentine's Day is a special day where two people can come together and express each other's love for each other. That love doesn't always have to be physical. Wait, what am I saying? This love doesn't always have to be romantic. It can be platonic. It can be between a son and a mother, a daughter and a father, a brother and a brother, a sister and a sister. It can be between friends. It can be with associates. It can be with a stranger. It can be with whatever. Valentine's Day is specifically a day about spreading love and joy and kindness. But I'm about to do the opposite. If you're single, you can watch this video. If you're not single, this does not apply to you nor to anybody else who is in a relationship. I am just going to talk about our generation's version of love. Our version of love, if anyone has lived on this earth long enough to be a teenager and a young adult, is fucked. Let me say this one more time. Our generation's version of love is so fucked, I actually think we need to be studied in a fucking zoo for this. You have zero idea the type of shit that I've seen so far in our generation. It is the most ludicrous, the most insane, the most atrocious shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Our generation's version of love is so fucked. Cheating has become so normalized in our society that we now have levels to what is actually considered cheating. You can smash your best friend behind your boyfriend or girlfriend's back. You can smash your associate behind your boyfriend and girlfriend's back as long as you only love this other person genuinely. You're allowed to have a moment of lust while having someone you love. Is that not weird to you, chat? That nowadays, love can be whatever the fuck you feel like. You can love this person today, fuck another person tomorrow, and then go back to the person who you quote-unquote love's house. That's basically what love is. And here's the problem about this shit. It's already bad enough that it's spreading to relationships. Now this shit is spreading to fucking marriages. Let me repeat this shit again. We are spreading to fucking marriages. And since most of us are adults now, most of us who are a part of, this fucked up generation of love are having kids with different people. I know specific people in my fucking life who are literally having children, and all 4 kids have different dads for different moms. We are living in the end times where love is now being altered. It's being neutered. People for thousands of years have always had different ways of expressing love, and their version of love has always been more pure than whatever the fuck it is that we're seeing in this generation today. The insane, wild shit about this shit is that we are making couples in the 1950s look like fucking angels. Because cheating has been so normalized that we now have standards of, oh, it's only okay to cheat if you're doing this, if it's that, if it's this, if it's that. And we live in a very emotional society. So now love is all about, if...
It's not like you can control it. It's because, humans we're inherently sexual. We're very inherently sexual. We're very inherently sexual. So since we're inherently sexual, it's like, if you have the emotional intelligence to understand how love actually works, you are allowed to have sex if you feel like it. And it doesn't always have to be your partner. It doesn't really affect how you view that person, because as long as you still love them, it doesn't matter.
That is what 99.9% of you motherfuckers in this damn generation sound like. We live in a very neutered society where people can literally express love, even if that includes cheating. And the reason why that is such a huge problem in our society is because most of us, especially the ones who grew up with parents, with 2 adult parents in the house, and especially if the parents were loving with each other, We can both see where we are headed. We can both see how this is going to affect our society. We can both see why this whole entire if you feel like it, you can date, but we can both see how that is dangerous to our society because because in a few years from now, when most of us become parents and we carry this fucked up mindset with us, we are gonna be living in a society where children are gonna be watching their fathers have fucking concubines. Children are going to watch their moms get plowed by their uncles. We're gonna be living in a society where grandpa was playing tag you're it with mommy. That kind of society that we are going to live in if we don't do anything to control this wild spread of horrorism that is infecting our fucking society. One of the reasons why I've had such a huge problem with the way how we do dating, with the way how we do love, our version of love, I have been criticizing and critiquing Gen Z's version of love for so long, and people have hated on me when I first started talking about this shit. And today, people are now seeing everything that I said about our generation going down this dark path. Not only was I right, but there were more things that I didn't even know was possible about our generation's version of love. For example, I didn't expect cheating to be a normalized thing where we call it microcheating, where it's not even seen as cheating. I didn't even know that shit was gonna happen. Our generation's version of love is so fucking destroyed. We need to be studied in a lab, in a scientist lab. I'm going to talk about something that my brother actually brought up, something he liked to call, which now I like to call, the star butterfly method. What is the star butterfly method, you ask? Now, raise your hand if you watched Star vs. the Forces of Evil. Okay. Well, if you have and you did like that show and you still remember all the characters, I'm just going to say this and I don't care who gets upset. Star Butterfly is a massive whore. And I don't care what nobody says. People will sit there and say, how is she a player? She's just... This is how it starts. This is literally how it starts. I'm going to explain why it's called the Star Butterfly Method, and then I'm going to explain how this applies to our current society today. The Star Butterfly Method is how Star was in love with Tom. She was with Tom. She was dating Tom. And she still kissed Marco. The Star Butterfly Method is how she had a crush on Oscar while she was with Tom. The Star Butterfly Method is how she broke up with Tom. No. Here's the worst part. She didn't even break up with Tom, but she got with Marco. And the reason why I call this the Star Butterfly Method is because the way how Star acted, the way how Star, Tom, and Marco acted, I have seen that shit multiple times in our generation. I know niggas who've suffered and went through that shit. Hell, let me even say this. I went through that shit. So yeah, the Star Butterfly Method is a very real thing. Now that you know why it's called the Star Butterfly Method, let me tell you exactly how it works. Let's go into a dream scenario real quick. Let's say, for example, you are with a girl. You like this girl. Y'all been dating for like, I don't know how many years, maybe 4 or 5 years, 6 maybe, 6, 7. Yeah, not even trying to laugh. You were in that relationship for like 6, 7 years or whatever. But she got a whole ass male best friend. Now, let me tell you something about the Star Butterfly Method before I continue with this example.
Don't be a Tom.
Tom is a common victim of the Star Butterfly Method. Don't be a Tom, and if you are a Marco, you're a terrible person. Star Butterfly Method is where you are dating a girl. She got a very close male best friend. He constantly wants her attention. He constantly antagonizes the boyfriend. The boyfriend The girlfriend sides with the best friend. The boyfriend is just sitting there watching them enjoy each other's company, while the boyfriend is sitting there wondering, am I enough for her? Now, this is a very hot take before I continue with this example. I feel bad for Tom. Look, I always feel bad for fucking Tom. It's Marco I couldn't fucking stand. And actually, hold on, let me tell you a reason why the star butterfly method is such a wild concept. Did you guys know when Marco was in love with what's his name? What's her name? When Marco was in love with Jackie, he had a crush on Star at the same time. Did y'all know that, chat? Did y'all know that Marco had a crush on Jackie and Star at the exact same fucking time? So the star butterfly spreads from more between her, the male best friend, and you. The star butterfly method is a literal butterfly effect. The boy best friend flirts with her and has a girlfriend. She has you and flirts with the boy best friend. The star butterfly method is not just a simple, oh, she has a boy best friend and now I'm the cuck. No. That shit spreads. Everybody besides star butterfly is a cuck. Who is the star butterfly? Your girlfriend. Because now she's getting piped by her male best friend. Oh, but we're just friends. We don't mean anything. Now, let me remind you about something, about why this butterfly method is so dangerous. Y'all remember when they kissed and got together? We all saw that. We were like, oh, that's adorable. Now look at you. Now you're Tom. We are living in a society where love is completely fucking warped. The reason why I brought up the star butterfly method is because, look, there are multiple ways for people to be cucked. Because if you are able to find a person who actually loves you, who genuinely cares about you, my friend, you are safe.